Welcome back, everyone, and I have a follow-up to the Wilhelm skill guide because there's a few things called into question, and much like on the Zero one, I decided let's just take these head-on and not avoid them. So, the first skill in question is Escalation, whether this was a Type A or Type B critical hit damage. If you guys don't understand the difference between those, I will link my critical hit guide in the description below for you to check out. So, I'm going to just shoot him with this plain old Hyperion sniper, and all snipers come with a 100% crit bonus, so the formula for this will be gun damage times 2 for the critical hit bonus, and times 2 for the 100% critical hit bonus, or the sniper critical hit bonus. And that is 170. The exact number would be 170,184. So all that lines up. Next, let's spec into the skill here. And I'm going to avoid getting anything that would boost anything else on my way down. That is just fire rate. Deployed airtime. Alright. So, just to show I have no other boost on this, again, bars off, but I already shot him once and we saw that worked out. So if I shoot him in the body, that should be 42,546. So now, there's two results here. If it's Type B, it should be 212k. If it's Type A, it should be 191k. And it's 191k. So, it is a Type A critical hit bonus. Now, how this originally came about, I don't know if it was actually patched or not. I haven't seen the actual data for this. I will double check and I'll add a note up here if I can find it. But so far I haven't been able to kind of find definitive proof. I know one of the people that originally was doing the math on this has made mistakes in the past, so we'll see. But for now, this is Type A, not Type B. Still a very good skill. Not quite the boost we were hoping it was before, but it is still very good. Next is Cold War. There's one comment defending this, and basically me and Hoyle's take on it was the buff is so small that you don't get it enough. So, I have a Molly 1 splitter here with ×3. Now, it's only 9.2, but with 3 pellets, that gives you a pretty good chance. Wait, I am spec'd into it, aren't I? Yes. Alright, so I'm going to just see how long it takes me to get a cryo dot on him. Because as you can see here, I'm getting a lot of shock dots on him. So, let's try this. Oh, not a lot of shock dots now. That's one magazine. I'm hitting him with shock damage, getting shock dots. Oh, there we go. Alright, got a first cryo dot. Still only one cryo dot. And yeah. So this is kind of the point on Cold War. Your chances to actually freeze are low. So I have a Stormfront in my backpack, and that's not it. That's the Stormfront. Since the Stormfront puts out a lot more dots, let's watch this. Alright. There's one. So it does work with grenades, but if you're not even guaranteed one cryo dot per Stormfront, which puts out about the most dots in the game. Let's see if I can get both these guys in one. So there's one. the chance sucks, and that was the point. So I think we stand by this, because a Stormfront should easily freeze all these guys with the amount of dots it puts out. So there's one. I threw 2 Stormfronts. And I got 1 Cryo Dot. So Cold War still sucks because the chances are just too low. The math on it sucks. Hoyle, I think we can safely say, was kind of spot on there. So there's one. I mean, like I said, the Stormfront puts out a shitload of dots, and you're not going to have a much better use case than throwing the Stormfront and freezing a bunch of enemies. And if that doesn't work, yeah, not very good. Maybe if it was boosted, but do you really want to spend that much? No. So that's the first 2. The next one is Venom Bolts. And I wonder if Wolf and Saint will even shoot him. Their shots have a chance to be a Venom Bolt, which deals corrosive damage. The problem we said with this one, and there's only one argument about this, was that there's so few corrosive enemy or armored enemies in the game, and flesh takes reduced damage against. Flesh takes reduced damage versus corrosive damage, and that's true. So yeah, there was a corrosive shot. So what I'm going to do is, all right. So 48,000 on his normal shots. I want to see his corrosive shot here. And that did 10,000 on that guy. Yeah. So the corrosive shots do a lot less. And they don't look like they're additional shots. They look like they're the shot they put out. So, yeah, in general, you're better off not getting... I think I have a cooldown comm on. You're way better off... Really? I thought I had a relic. I guess I got rid of all my comms. That's smart. You're way better off not getting that outside of a few bosses because the damage is so much less. And against that shieldy guy you saw, it was quite a bit of less damage because elemental bonuses are great, but elemental penalties are hurtful. Now, it is true that fire on armor is worse than corrosive on flesh, but corrosive on flesh is still not as good as shock, fire, or non-elemental on flesh. And the normal shots are non-elemental. So that is just not helpful. Another one came into question is, does Omega Strike get a bonus from Rolling Thunder? So this should be fairly easy to test. I'm going to pop into Omega Strike here, call my action skill, and I'm going to look at that damage when he shoots it. And hoping he's going to do that. Do I have to do something special for that? Alright, so that corrosive damage he hit again. Why can't I move over there? But, that sucks. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so you can see there the normal... Alright, it is on top of the normal damage, so it is kind of better. Get away from me, gun. So there's 2 48s there, and then a 29. So it is a bonus hit on top of the normal hit. So that makes it a little bit better. But that's not a hell of a lot for 5 points. So even though it is an additional shot, it still kind of blows. Come on, guys. Hit him with... Oh, that other one hit him for 3. So that... Never mind. That's weird. Not entirely sure if that's completely extra or not. It kind of looked like it was and it wasn't. Alright, let's see if we can get him out again here and then get Omega Strike. So I'm going to cut away so you don't have to wait. Alright, got some cooldown skills and a cooldown comm here, so I should speed it up. Now let's pop him out with the attacks here. and see if they'll even attack. Just hit the backs. Good job. Proud of you, Wolf. Doing awesome work. Just keep shooting the walls. Definitely appreciate that. Alright, so that's finally it. So 130. 130. Why was he not doing that before? Maybe he wasn't, just always hitting the back. Okay, let's give this another shot. Alright, the action skill is back. Let's see if we can get some definitive results here on video, so let's just put to rest. Well, that was on the wrong guy. Why are you attacking him? Alright, I want that guy. So 130. Let's see if we can get it with some stacks. It was with 2 stacks. I think last time it was with more stacks. But I'm not positive. Come on, Wolf. Let's do this. Alright, I'm going to shoot him to increase my duration a little bit, maybe. Alright. Okay, let's see if we can get any luck this time. Which, of course, he's just going to shoot the backs for a while. It's looking like a good run. Yeah, he's not being cooperative. There it is, 130. That was with 5 and was the same with 2. So Rolling Thunder does not boost yeah, Omega Strike is not boosted by Rolling Thunder. We have now shown that as well. So that covers 3 of them. Escalation, Cold War, Rolling Thunder. I guess kind of 4 with Venom Bolts. The next one that was brought into contention was something I'm going to need respec for. Okay, so next is Shock Absorbers. And before I spec into them, I'm going to run around with my laser. So you can see this is normal spread. Now when I'm sprinting and I jump, that's the spread you get. Or when you're done running, you can see it starts at that big spread and then goes down. So run, 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 run real slow, and it goes big down to small. And when you're jumping, it's big, big, big. So now let's spec into that. Ooh, no, that accuracy will affect it. Not going to do that. Alright. I do not want anything to alter this right now. Alright, so now normal is the same. Now when I'm running, it gets a little bit tighter. And when I stop running, it goes back out a little bit. So I'm getting that bonus. So now you can see while I'm in air, it stays good. So you can get shock absorbers while in air. So at that time, I held down to my sprint button. Now this time, I'm going to jump and let go, and you can see it gets wider. But not as wide. It doesn't get as bad as normal. So now I'm going to double jump. And even while I double jumped, it stayed like that until I let go of the sprint stick. So the trick with this is as long as you are holding down sprint, so that's move, and that's sprint. So as long as you hold that down, you keep it. It's when you let go that you lose it. So you can jump and use it, but you have to hold down to it. And you can get some range of movement while having it. But like Hoyle said, it is going to take some practice to get this. And you know, if I'm going to try to crit people, it is still going to be very hard to be able to have to stay sprinting and do this. But others, including, you know, Chuck, who Chuck, you know Chuck, I have great respect for him. You know, he pointed out that instead of it being a damage boost you rely on, you just use it as kind of a extra special bonus on the damage, but you focus on just being able to run and shoot at the same time, which with other characters you can't do at all. And that makes it well worth that 1 point no matter what. If it was a 5-point skill, probably not. But since it's a 1-point skill, and like we said, there's lots of skill points in the pre-sequel when you get up to level 70 especially, you can probably afford to throw one in here just for the fact that you can run and shoot. Never mind the bonus or needing that bonus or focusing on the bonus. The 20% is gravy. The added ability to shoot while sprinting and get increased accuracy while jumping, and you spend a lot of time in air in this game, is helpful. So if I sprint, or no, you have to be sprinting before you jump. You can't jump and hold down the sprint to get that. But yeah, that is a good bonus. So I will say I was wrong on that, and I should have kind of tested that a little bit better and fought for that one a little bit more. That's my bad. And I think that's all the skills that were kind of in contention here. Someone did mention that Vengeance Cannon does get boost from fire rate boost, so that's good to know. And yeah, that's about it. I bet I didn't get this with him yet. I don't think I've ever even found them all around this area. I don't like to look those up online. I like to find them for myself. Because what's the point of finding something if someone has to tell you how to find it, right? But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So that is my follow-up on the Wilhelm one. If you guys have any others that you would like me to do, I'm willing to do that. And since after I did the Sal, I did like a Sal build and stuff, and the shotgun class mod kind of intrigued me. I might try to do a Wilhelm shotgun build. I think Damonite's already done one, so I'm going to try to do it a little different than him. I'm going to try to find something creative to do with Wilhelm. I don't know if I'll be able to. Maybe I'll just copy Damonite's one and give him credit. But yeah, so I will do one more follow-up video with Wilhelm, at least doing a build with him. And if there's no other skills in contention, those two will probably wrap it up with Wilhelm. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys all later. Also, come and check me out on Twitter. I'm trying to grow that. If you guys are willing to support me on Patreon, I really appreciate that. So far, 2 kind souls have done that, and I'm going to work out something special to do for my first few people on there as well. I have my Facebook group, so come do that. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. The growth has been phenomenal. Continues to get faster and faster all the time, and I'm loving it. My optimism for hitting 10K by the end of the year is going up. So thank you all once again for watching, supporting, and just being ultimate badasses, because that's what it's all about with the Borderlands world. We're all about being badasses. So that, ooh, can I light this on fire real quick? Stay there, Claptrap. I don't think I have that bar with Wilhelm. Burn, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, fuck you, Claptrap. I got a rocket fist. Alright, now I really see you guys all later.